Hey everyone, Dr. Jenkins here. I'm sorry I can't be with you this afternoon, but I wanted to record a little video to make sure that we properly introduce your lab project. All right, so I'm following the instructions that were given to you in your lab binder. These are also in your class binder, so these are found under the lab. You're going to have the instructions, and then you're going to have a series of tables. Okay, I also just posted these on Moodle. Some people like to fill these things in digitally. So you have a hard copy and you have a digital copy. Okay, so let me just remind you of what I'm asking you to do for your lab project. I'm asking you to pick an activity and analyze it. It can be a sporting activity. It can be, one year I had a guy do fly fishing, a fly fishing cast. I've had people who are going into physical therapy or occupational therapy do like a sit to stand test. So I'm pretty lenient and open, all right? Couple things, each student must have a different activity. You can have the same sport, but it has to be a different activity. And it has to be something that's like enough to get 4 phases out of. I recommend that you choose something that you know something about. It's just gonna make the project easier for you. So if you're somewhat familiar with it, it's gonna make it a lot easier. So you're gonna pick an activity and you're gonna break it down into 4 phases. Okay, you can see on the board here, your topic and your breakdown of 4 phases are due to me no later than Friday, March 17th at midnight. Hopefully you get this to me sooner. Even though I'm not there with you, I check my email all the time. So you can email me your idea for a topic and then what you have in mind for the 4 phases. I'm pretty lenient, but I just want to make sure that your phases make sense. And I want to make sure that you're on the right track before you start. So don't start the project until you've gotten the approval from me. It is first come, first serve, so some of the activities may already have been taken. So it's beneficial to email me sooner than later, all right? So that's when your absolutely last deadline is for getting your topic and phases approved by me. And then your actual presentations are going to be the last 2 labs of the semester, which would be April 20th and April 27th. All right? Now you can see once we get back from spring break, it's just about a month, so you don't want to wait to get started. This is why I'm introducing it now. Even if you can just get me the topic and the 4 phases and you can start, you're going to be so much better. This is not something you want to wait till the last minute to do. All right, so let me show you the instructions, and I'm following the instruction sheet right here. You're going to choose an activity, break it down into 4 phases. What I've done, and if we were in person you would get to see it, but I've done an example. And I decided to use my cat. So this is phase 1, the prep phase of getting ready to catch a ball. This is phase 2, the reach up for the ball. This is phase 3, catching the ball. And this is phase 4, the landing. So once you get your topic approved, Mabi, you're going to take pictures of you, or to have someone take pictures, or you take pictures of somebody else doing that activity. If it's something a little more complex, you might have to record a video of it and then just take screenshots of 4 distinct phases. So either a video or a picture. Really act out the activity as you would do it. Don't half-ass it, okay? After you get your pictures, you're going to pull them up on the screen, a big screen, or print them out. I'm going to give to you on Thursday, even though I won't be there Thursday for your exam, I'm going to have the person covering for me, who's yet to be determined, but someone will be there. I'm going to have the person covering for me have the transparency slides So when you come in for the exam Thursday, you're gonna wanna take 4 of these. These are old school. So pull up your picture or print it out, and then you're gonna put this transparency over top, and you'll trace your person. So what I've done is I have traced my kitty. So I pulled this up on my computer, or you could print it out, and I used the transparency to trace. So you're gonna have 4 phases with 4 transparencies traced. And then you're gonna wanna convert that to a plain white sheet of paper. So then I just traced what I had on the transparency to a white sheet of paper, and I labeled it phase 1. So you're gonna have 4 of these, right? 4 of these, okay? So you're gonna pick your activity, get it approved by me, take pictures or a video, break it down into 4 phases, pull it up on a screen, trace it, and then transfer that to a blank white sheet of paper. Okay, then we're gonna go through your analysis. You're gonna do a description of motion. Guess what, folks? These are precisely the things that we've done in lab thus far. We did this in lab number 2. So for each phase, you're gonna fill out what motion is happening at each joint, what plane of motion that's in, and what axis that plane is around. If it's different between the right and left, if the right forearm is doing one thing but the left is doing another, you need to specify right versus left. In order to do this, I would recommend looking at the picture. I would actually pull up the picture and I would look at it. What is the right shoulder doing? What is the left shoulder doing? Sometimes there'll be more than one motion. The right shoulder might be flexed and abducted. So you might need to list multiples. So you'll do your description of motion. Then you're gonna do your kinematic analysis. We did this too in our kinematic and kinetic lab. I'm asking you to choose some type of distant measurement. You can be general, you can be creative. Pick something that makes sense for your activity that you can talk about. Why is this distance measure important in order to complete the activity? Then I'm going to ask you to take the range of motion of 2 joints. Again, 2 joints that are important for your activity. Then you're going to do a kinetic analysis. You're going to have the opportunity to borrow that manual muscle tester. And we're going to get a force reading. Then I'm going to ask you what loads are occurring at 2 joints. Then you're going to do a muscle analysis. Didn't we do this too? For each phase, you're going to tell me at 3 joints what muscles are acting as the agonist, antagonist, synergist, neutralizer, and stabilizer. You can see how if you wait to the last minute, this is going to be kind of hellish. And then you're going to do the center of gravity, which is what we did last week. So I did this with my sample. This is where you'll need this. I did the center of gravity analysis. So you're going to want to hand in this and your sheet of calculations. After you've done your analyses, right, what's next on here? You're going to put together a teaching presentation that's 15 minutes long. Most of you are going for phys ed, so please treat it as a phys ed class. You're going to want to specify what age group you're talking to. So you might come in the day of your presentation, which is those last 2 Thursdays, right, in lab. You might say, hi, I'm teaching a high school phys ed class. And that way, when you go through your activities, you want them to be specific to that age group. Some things are obviously applicable to a different age group, right? And then the rest of the people in the class will act as that age. I give you a complete rundown of what I'd like you to do in your presentation. Please don't do a PowerPoint, no slides. This is in the gym. We're gonna be in the gym. Teach it like it's a phys ed class and include all these things. You don't have to reproduce the whole activity, but do activities that work on certain muscles that are important or certain skills that are important. You can have like an index card with notes just to keep you, if you want to have that as you're presenting, that's fine. And then lastly, you're gonna do a written summary. Yes, on the front here. Written summary. You're gonna write up what you found. You're gonna summarize the tables and write up what you found. I give you a list of everything I'd like you to answer and address. If you just check these off in your written summary, talk about this, then you'll do really well. Okay? I'm happy to answer your questions. I just wanted to get you started because I want you to start sooner than later. If you wait till the last minute, it is gonna be a lot of work. Think about it. When we get towards the end of this, we're still gonna have regular lecture exams and labs to do, so you want to start early. I think that's some of the mistakes that people make most is they wait till the last minute. So once you get your topic and phases approved, you can start over spring break. What if you even just start a little bit? It's gonna make your life so much easier. You have the opportunity here. This is worth 200 points. You have an opportunity to get a 200 out of 200. Wouldn't that be great? So don't wait till the last minute. Those are the basics. I'm here to answer your questions. Feel free to reach out via email, even though I'm not going to be in class myself on Thursday. But you still have the exam. Somebody else will be there with my exam for you. All right, good luck, folks.